Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Couch Channel, where today we are going to play a very special game for you today. A little bit special. It's kind of an old game, but I am going to look forward. Oh. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a game that's only a couple years old, Banner of the Maid. This is kind of like a Final Fantasy Tactics style game. Very good. I've been wanting to play for the channel for a while, but I'm like, oh, it's so old, nobody's really... But you know what? We are on our march to 300 subs, and I can play whatever dadgum game I dadgum well please, keeping it friendly for you in the YouTube algorithm. So guys, thank you as always so much for looking at this video and giving it a shot. As well as, thank you so much for subscribing, ringing the bell, commenting, recommending the video, all the cool stuff that you do. Did you know that between 80 and 90% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed? This channel would be so much bigger and have tons of other stuff and opportunities if I could just get you to give me a couple seconds of your time. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and if this is past whenever YouTube's introduced some other weird thing, feel free to do that too. Now, the usual little addendum to the beginning of a Let's Play, I am partially deaf. I have tested the sound. I believe my voice is of a decent quality compared to this, as well as I'm expecting a phone call, and we may have to pause the game at any moment, unfortunately. The life of me is, you know, complicated. But that's okay. So, Banner of the Maid is basically French Revolution if it was... Oh, goodness. So, a very easy mode. You can save the game anytime during battles. No, retreating has no penalties. Stop the game with a small amount of funds. Reputation for first-time players. Save the game only once in each battle. Retreating causes penalty to rewards. Stop the game with no extra funds. I'll do officer just because I don't know how hard this game is yet. Oh, if you see message, dadgummit, it keeps trying to give me tips on this game, but it won't. It's loading too fast. My computer is too powerful. Oh, it looks nice though. Oh, look at this. Everyone, charge! Oh, that's what they're going to do. Oh, they're coming after somebody. Oh, what's up? I don't... Oh, is this the good guys or the bad guys? Oh! He's gonna get you. Banner of the Maid. I don't know why it's called this yet. Prologue. Night in the Verhins. I am going to butcher the names because I'm sure that was a hint for it. The summer of 1791 in Varennes, France.
Huh?
Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be there? Can I? No. Oh, I can only hope that's true. Otherwise... Oh, no. I hit auto accidentally. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. Can I? Okay, I wanted to see if there was like smart text when it's in orange, but I think it's just let me know that that name or place or whatever they're saying is pretty important and I should pay attention to it. If we don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during a crucial moment. What's the king thinking? Can't he just stay in the palace? Mirabeau just having me covered from a serious illness. You should stay in Paris and rest. Comete? It was I who provided the intelligence. Of course, I have the responsibility to accompany you and the troops there. I don't think they're the Garde Nationale. National Guard. Okay. It's the army of the Royalists. They must be here to pick up the king. Then I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges. Our actions tonight would change the fate of France. Marquis de Lafayette, please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage.
让我来吧。
Don't worry. You'd better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. What's that noise? Where the hell are you? Oh.
Huh?
The enemy is being alerted and are guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy, get close to attack, show no mercy to these traitors. Okay, so, ooh, look at this. Forest is impassable. Flat ground. Okay, so if you look here in the, I wonder if I move my mouse. Okay, if you look here in the top right, this is kind of like your weapons triangle. So Scout beats Rifleman, which beats Light Cavalry, which beats Heavy Cavalry, which beats Rifleman. That's pretty much the weapon triangle in this game. I also know it's a square, but you know, you can also do threat range, which lets me know as far out as they can go. So I think they can attack anything in their orange. Now, I am Light Cavalry, level 15, which is oh, detail. The Commander-in-Guard of the Garde Nationale, a general with great accomplishments. He's a Dragoon. He has skills. Oh, movement is the distance you move each turn. Attack is the damage you deal. Leadership increases the amount of morale increase, hit chance, dodge chance, and HP recovery. So yeah, leadership does a lot. Defense reduces attack when attack from muskets and rifles. Armor is from blade and cannon. Oh, there's two different? Speed is dodge chance, and if your speed exceeds the target by at least 3, you attack twice. Scope increases hit chance. This is my accuracy. DD dodge. I don't know why they have a DDG. MRI. This is the amount of morale earned each time you hit the enemy. Eliminating an enemy earns more morale. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna want gloves of. Oh, he's got. So he has 0 morale. He's got 48 hit points. Heavy cavalry. Charge +1 attack for every 3 red shield. Oh, that's interesting. I have skills. Dignified. When you initiate attack and dealt damage, your target suffers defense -10 okay. Story of the past. Act as the storyteller describes hit chance of +50. Okay, so standard cavalry sword, 12. I know that weapons, if you don't use up your weapon in a fight, it recharges. Items do not. Oh, I get +1 armor for having this. So, attack of 7. Morale of 5. Range of 1. Hit of 85. No dodge. Level 2. Armor +2 and hit chance +15. Well, they happen to be. So I thought the horses were light cavalry. I wonder what the. But this says I'm heavy cavalry. These guys are level. These guys are strong against me. Is this a good idea?
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
Well, the more I move, charge. Yeah. Well, I'm taking off a lot more of their hit points. So. Oh, look at this!
冲啊！
Yeah! Oh, they got Billy! Dignified, so that reduces your ability to hurt me too.
注意队形，冲锋！
Oh my god, I love this game. Yeah! Reduces their armor, so... There's still one group of enemies left at the entrance of the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now!
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
actually going to... I don't have any items to use, so I'm going to wait here. Because it says I get bonus for every... I don't think he's moving. But every 3 squares I move, I get bonus. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, charge comes active if you move at least 3 squares. Yeah! Write him down! Our cause is more righteous than thine! Well, I think our stats are just too impressive. Woo! The royalist regarding this carriage. Let's get closer and take... Designate areas that you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Move in there to complete the mission. Okay.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Like the messenger said, it's the carriage that the king took. I'll leave the searching in town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause a disturbance. I would deal with it, you can rest assured. Oh, he had some guys with him too. Well, madame, please step outside. As I expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. Surely you know what will happen next, yes? His Majesty is in the town and Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris?
总而言之,
The documents left by His Majesty confirmed that he had betrayed the country and the people. He'll be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bite. Then what will become of my children, the future of the royal family?
总而言之,
Your children will be taken care of. After all, they're from the bloodline of the royal family. In the current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. Well, that usually doesn't happen. Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded. What the hell does that mean?
Oh?
It seems that you're the person I'm looking for.
什么?
What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you, but please listen to it carefully, then consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also the future of the country. Yelling and commotion can be heard in the distance. It seems that the king has been found. There is not much time. Please listen carefully. What did she just do? Is there magic? That was the most turbulent moment in my life. I escaped from the gates of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a torturous fate. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses in my life. I hope that they can become the Maids of France that'll make the country peaceful and stable. What does that even mean? 5 years later, on the outskirts of Toulon, France. So the saying that the king was kidnapped is false. If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned, or even worse. It's just a story that I heard while drinking. It's this guy again. I'm telling this story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. Oh, it was just a story. Speaking of which, I have heard several versions of similar stories. But the women who changed the royal family may truly exist. After her intervention, there have been many changes in the royal family.
Oh?
Oh? Young lady, do you really believe that so-called maid stuff? Wielding incredible talents, the maids were born to serve the country in danger. I'm not sure. This young lady in military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. Sure. Ever since women were allowed to join the army, the E-Military received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Young lady, what's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte, seriously?
Oh?
A rare surname. You're not a Parisian, are you? I'm from Corsica.
说来话长.
What a coincidence. When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that... Never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? Sure. Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen. 7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates General to solve financial problems. That's right, the clergy for the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commoners for the third. I only know this because I watched that oversimplified on French Revolution. As I recall, it doesn't go very well for France, and then everybody like makes a false religion in Paris, and the rest of the nation hates them for it. And it's a lot of weird stuff. And the commoners for the third estate. The Estates General intensified the contradiction between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed, and the king compromised, resulting in the legitimization of the current assembly. Is that how you say it? Well, you're quite familiar. It was only 7 years ago. Then what do you think of the Revolution? I was in Corsica 7 years ago and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in the military. But in the past few years, although the power of the nobility has been weakened, the royal family stood unaffected. I don't know how much of this might be alternate history or not. She definitely does not exist in true history. Well, the royal family changed their attitude after that, supported the reform of the assembly, and did a lot of unprecedented things. For example, girls like you were enrolled in the military. That's a policy promoted by the royal family, and they've made good use of the publicity. I know this too, but a soldier should not care too much about the political issues. I can see that you don't care about politics, otherwise you would have known me. Really? Never mind. Speaking of the military... Young lady, have you been transferred to Toulon? There's a war going on here, as I know. My older brother is also a soldier, and he's serving in Toulon. I'm here to take a vacation. In my opinion, now is not the time for the military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and the wars with neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line.
Oh?
Well, then why are you... To be honest, I have just experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the final result. Well, I can tell it from your medal. What medal? She's not wearing a medal. Oh, and on the center of the... Even if it's awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation, it must be a considerable degree of military merit. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm suitable as a soldier.
Oh?
So you came here to talk to your brother about it? Yes. It was also my brother's recommendation that led me to apply to the military. I'm not pronouncing that word. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he's definitely a qualified soldier. It's a bit odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. Speaking of Toulon, it's definitely not a good place for a vacation now. Because there's a battle, apparently. It has been half a year already since the traitors within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. The nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in a panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the British. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impacts of the Revolution, I might not pronounce it that way all the time, they shouldn't be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage in war. It's really, well, it's really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back. Are you saying, like, the power of the Maids? Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war. Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still weakening. If the revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power. Do they even know how many people would die for this? Too bad. Perhaps I really have chosen the wrong... Oh, I'm not sure if Milbu is good. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable. Well, that's all the topics, but I'm going to go ahead and save the game and put in a cut here, guys. Because I don't know if it's going to go to a next chapter or not. But this is a good place to pause. Guys, I am enjoying this game already. It's a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time.